What's up, guys? I've just been experimenting with different type of videos and what's informational, and I really want to give out more high value information where I talk more. And sorry I've been gone away for a little bit. I've just been busy with work and stuff, and wrestling practice and stuff, and a bunch of other things taking my schedule. But I still like to provide high value content for you guys, and especially on this video on more in-depth guide on how to train triceps. If you guys are interested in my coaching services, reach out to me on TikTok or Discord. I'll link that down below if you guys are interested, and I'll help you guys reach your goals further. Now let's get into the video. Pike push-ups, diamond push-ups, dips, they don't target the triceps at all in an efficient manner whatsoever compared to bodyweight tricep extensions, right? And people online and the gurus and the athletes, they try to tell you to do this and do that, but it's just not gonna work overall in the end, because we might as well just go with bodyweight tricep extensions, which actually target the tricep in an efficient manner when targeting the triceps when you extend out, right? And so that's what usually makes it a great exercise. And I'm not disregarding the common exercises at all whatsoever. I think dips and diamond push-ups are still very well, especially when you superset it after a training 2 tricep extensions to failure, and then you superset those exercises. Those are really good, but that should not be your main exercise in your training. You can add it on, but make sure to have bodyweight tricep extensions in your training in general, which we will get more into the exercise later. We want to target the triceps in an efficient manner, especially when our goals are for muscular and strength gains, right? We shouldn't stick with the common exercises at all whatsoever, but we should instead stick with the best exercises that we should reserve for our training routine, like bodyweight tricep extensions. Guys on YouTubes and gurus will tell you to do some weird exercises with the triceps, they're always telling you mainstream advice like do this for 15 sets of 3 or something, and weird stuff like that with the tricep focused push-up and whatever and stuff, right? But we're actually here to train in an efficient manner, and none of that mainstream bullshit, which is just overall bullshit, right? So bodyweight tricep extensions are the #1 exercise because they actually target the tricep in an efficient manner, like I just said. But we shouldn't stick and absorb all that mainstream calisthenics bullshit YouTube advice, right? Where they're just trying to get their viewer attention and stuff. Now, don't completely disregard the calisthenics stuff on YouTube, right? But you should not take it for granted, right? You should take it with a flake of salt, with a grain of salt of this YouTube stuff online, because it's most likely that they're trying to sell you a bullshit product or something, or for viewer attention, right? And I know that sounds ironic because I'm going to be selling a product soon and stuff. But yeah, that's just most of their guys' strategies to tell you with this new cool workout thing and everything. But you shouldn't take that advice, and you should actually follow the actual scientific advice on how to actually train your body in the most efficient manner. I will say, however, though, that if dips and tricep focused push-ups, diamond push-ups, or pipe push-ups, and you can feel like you're contracting your triceps, then don't disregard the exercise at all whatsoever, just because what I say, right? If it works for you and sustainable, then I really think you should do it, on top of also including bodyweight tricep extensions as well, right? As long as it makes you feel something and you can actually feel it contracting, then don't disregard the exercise. Whatever works for you and feels sustainable, you should do it. Now, before we get into the next session, there's an exercise I'd like to talk to you about, which is the Russian dip, which the strength scaling for triceps go way beyond than the regular tricep extensions. Although still effective in the bodyweight tricep extensions, the Russian dip is a very good tricep exercise, but isn't sustainable for most beginner, intermediate athletes, or athletes who want to do calisthenics, bodybuilding, or whatever. It's a good exercise for the triceps, but it's also very intriguing and interesting to me. Could I possibly train this in a way that I can still use this for my high hypertrophy goals and etc. and strength goals? And yes, it is possible, but I really wouldn't recommend it. I would just instead recommend sticking with ring tricep extensions, bodyweight tricep extensions, etc. But if you do want to do Russian dips as for your tricep work, including on top of the tricep extensions, then yes, you can do it. Just wanted to let you guys know, if you're interested in my coaching services, you can reach out to me on TikTok or Discord, and then yeah, we can help you reach your goals faster. The anatomical function of the triceps is to extend the elbows from the bent arm position to the straight arm position. A lot of people have this misconception, especially in the gym, that one exercise will target one head of the tricep, but whenever you're doing, from a bent arm position to extend the straight arm position, then it targets all of the tricep components, and it targets all the heads of the triceps. That motion is very efficient for the triceps, and that's why you see a lot of bodybuilders and very aesthetic people doing that motion. You should start training the triceps in a more efficient manner, like bodyweight tricep extensions, which is the correct anatomical motion for the triceps. So why not train it in that motion, which makes it the most strenuous in that movement, which is also, the most efficient movement overall. Here's a quick note on tricep extensions that I want to let you guys know ahead of time. Is that if you find yourself your elbows flaring out quite a lot, and if there's elbow pain or whatsoever, I recommend that you I'll link a video down below to to actually learn how to stretch the elbows and to help the elbow problems. But a lot of that comes down to you don't have enough strength to do the movement. So if you want to get better at the movement, it's literally just do the movement more. With especially tricep extensions, and when you're a beginner and you're trying it, you will find yourself with your elbows flaring out instead of doing the more inward motion of it, but then your elbows will flare out. So really it's just practicing the movement over and over up until you can get to high quality reps and movements to the point where you can do it the 4 more innards, and you don't have to worry about your elbows flaring out. So that's basically my best advice for that, is to you will gain the strength soon, and your body will adapt, and your strength will come to eventually be able to do the movement with the form correct, which is your elbows more inward instead of outwards, right? And so the strength will adapt to that soon. So remember to just keep practicing bodyweight tricep extensions, and you will get better at it. If you do have serious elbow problems, then I would recommend that you see a physical therapist for your elbow problems, because this could be a big case of tricep tendonitis, elbow tendonitis, whatever it's called. But yeah, definitely see a physical therapist if you know it's bigger than strength problems that you're having. Also, keep this in mind, that the person who's doing the most high quality reps till failure and with good form until they reach muscular failure and stuff will have more strength and musculature overall than the person who's doing half-assed reps and cheating with the form, trying to get like 15 reps and say like, oh, I progress and I do all that. No, the person with the good form, even though they're doing less reps, is going to have more strength gain. Now there's 2 variations to the tricep exercise that we will get on with it. One is that your feet is more up in the exercise, and that you kind of go in the tricep extensions in a more dive bomb position. The second one is the one where your feet is more back, and it's more of more like a little bit more horizontal position, as I would describe it, right? Find out what works for you and stuff, and find out what's hard for you personally. Personally, I find the second one hardest for me. After you get good at regular bodyweight tricep extensions, I recommend that you should do ring tricep extensions, which is also really hard and also a really great progression. However, if you can't do that, then you can still progress on the fixed objects. Right now, it might seem like you might be failing the exercise in a more lower rep range, but soon you'll find yourself failing in the 8 to 12 rep range, which then after that, then you start progressing, and then you start failing in the lower rep range, but then you keep building it, and then your body adapts in strength, and you start failing in the 8 to 12 rep range again, and then you go into a more difficult progression, etc., etc. Now for progressions, I recommend that you would want to add a backpack, and then you can also change something about the movement itself to make it harder, or make the equipment lower, or you can change the equipment, and however you want to progress, because there's not an exact line to this thing. You know what I mean? So find out how you can progress and not make it difficult in general. A quick note though, that when you do the weighted progressions, like with the backpack, when you're doing tricep extensions, it might be really quite uncomfortable, and it might fall on the top of your head and stuff. So make sure to be careful with that, because I tried to progress with weighted, and it's fallen on my head like numerous times and just hit the back of my head. And overall, just the uncomfortable movement, changing the force and the direction of resistance on my triceps and stuff. So it was not comfortable. So I recommend that for a weighted progression, that you actually get a weight vest instead. That's an appropriate size for your torso and stuff, so that you can do tricep extensions weighted and keep progressing. I recommend that for manipulating the movement itself to progress, keep putting your feet back and stuff, and tracking your feet placement for progressing on the movement. You can keep, once you put a specific feet placement, you keep doing it on that, the tricep extensions on that feet placement. And then once you get good at that, then you keep putting that feet back, and then you keep putting it back, and then your body gets stronger at adapting to that feet placement, and then yeah, etc, etc. For the ring movement, you can make it lower, although I don't really progress with that. I haven't done that really much, but you can try it out. But usually I would prefer to just keep putting my feet back and stuff. If you are going to keep putting your feet placement to keep progressing, make sure that your back is not too strenuous, because when you're in a very lengthened horizontal position of your body, your back will start to lay more innards. And yeah, so that's why you need to make sure you are protracting in the movement. But even that can be very difficult in a strenuous position. So make sure that you have a strong lower back, and like you are protracting while you're doing in the movement, and targeting the triceps efficiently as much as you can. Feet elevated is also a pretty good and a hard progression that you can do for tricep extensions. I haven't done that in a very long time, and my triceps are strong enough to do a feet elevated, but for beginners, I think this is a pretty hard movement. I can't really recall much, but yeah, this is also a really great progression as well for the triceps, and puts it also in a very strenuous movement. Overall, find out what works for you and how much you can keep training your triceps and stuff, and keep failing in the 8 to 12 rep range, and like just keep progressing and stuff. Make sure to contract hard and reach muscular failure, and achieve high quality reps in your sets at all times. I used to struggle reaching the failure because I did not like pushing myself hard, but what really helped me was that I visualized a towel that was very wet, and like you had to keep squeezing it to get all of the water out, and like the droplets out and everything. I think it was like Lee Priest or some bodybuilder that said that, and that image, when I visualized it during my sets and reps and stuff, really helped me reach failure and stuff. And just to imagine that like this towel, like I want to just squeeze everything out of it, like 100% of the gains and stuff. Make sure to have good form with the tricep extensions and any exercise in general, and make sure to contract hard against the resistance. Like I said earlier about the comparison, it doesn't make sense if you're trying to train to reach a specific rep count, with half-assed form and stuff. And so then that way you can try to convince yourself to progress. No, compared to if you were training in a systematic way, like training to 5 reps, but you reach to muscular failure at the 5th rep range, but then you contracted hard with good form and against the resistance with high quality reps, then you will be stronger than the person that went to 10 reps with a half-assed form, right? And then once you get better, your body adapts, which you will start to fail in the 8 to 12 rep range, and then you progress more. That's how the strength adaptations, and that's how you can provide the most efficient strength adaptation and stuff, right? Compared to the guy who's training with half-assed form and trying to convince himself that, yeah, I can do this, I can do that and stuff, which doesn't make sense whatsoever. So remember, make sure your reps are controlled in a very controlled manner, and make sure to keep contracting hard against the resistance, and keep doing that until failure. What's up guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I didn't know, I really wanted to try a more style where I was more informational with you guys. Sorry if my speaking skills weren't very on par and stuff. I will articulate better in the future and stuff, but if you guys want any more types of content, what types of content you guys want to see, please let me know down in the comments, like what do you guys want to know about. If you guys have any questions, please let me know down in the comments. If you guys want to see any different types of content and like what I should do, please let me know in the comments. I'm very open to suggestions and feedbacks right now, how I can improve your guys' experience. If you guys are interested in my coaching services, like I said, reach down to me on TikTok or Discord, and we will help you reach your goals. Everyone have a good night.